The call came at the final hour of my deployment. Static. Sobs. My daughter's voice cracking through the line. "Dad, he's here! Mom's fiancé! He put a shock collar on me! His friends keep pressing the button. They say they're going to put me down at midnight." A scream. Then silence. I froze. Not because I was helpless, but because the words rearranged something inside me, shifted my blood into ice. Her next words tore whatever humanity I had left. "He made me eat from a bowl on the floor." The line went dead, and so did I. Training took over. My hands didn't shake, my mind didn't wander. There was only clarity. Absolute, cold, precise. They thought they were playing a game. They didn't understand they had already signed their own death warrant. On the flight back, the silence pressed heavier than the engines. My mind replayed the details in fragments. The collar, the bowl, midnight. But beneath the rage, something sharper twisted. Why was he even in my house? Why did she, my wife, allow this man anywhere near our daughter? A memory surfaced, her evasive texts, the missed video calls, the laughter off-screen when she thought I couldn't hear. At the time, I dismissed it. War does strange things to distance. But now, I couldn't ignore the echo. The betrayal wasn't only what he did to my daughter, it was what she allowed. Infidelity, a double life. Her silence, the heaviest weapon of all. I told no one. Not my unit, not my commanding officer. Suspicion is quieter than grief, and far more lethal. I didn't storm home. That would have been too merciful. I observed, quietly, calculated. Bank records. She had joint accounts I never touched. I touched them now. Transfers to hotels, to jewelry stores I never saw. Phone records, calls to a number saved under Anna. At midnight, at dawn, never when I was home. I traced the number. It wasn't Anna, it was him. Every breadcrumb fit too neatly. Her fiancé wasn't new. He wasn't temporary. He was her shadow life, built in my absence. And my daughter, the casualty of their amusement. I requested DNA testing. Not for paternity. I already knew my child was mine. I wanted proof of who had been in my house. Fibers, prints. The science doesn't lie. When the results came back, they confirmed what my gut already whispered. His presence wasn't occasional. It was permanent. She gave him my place at the table. My daughter paid the price. I returned home. No announcement, no reunion. She greeted me with rehearsed warmth. Her eyes didn't match her smile. I handed her the folder. Bank records, call logs, test results. I said nothing. Her hands trembled as she flipped the pages. Color drained from her face. Finally, she broke. "I can explain." I raised one hand. Silence. The room stilled. The only sound was the paper slipping from her grip, scattering across the floor like broken glass. She saw the truth written in my eyes. I already knew. And worse, I had proof. She collapsed into a chair, weeping into her palms. I remained standing, cold, detached. Her world crumbled. Mine crystallized. I didn't scream. I didn't strike her. Violence is clumsy. I walked to the drawer where I kept the marriage certificate, placed it in front of her. Next to it, the divorce papers I'd already drawn up on the flight back. Signed, dated, final. Her head shot up, desperate. "Wait, please, I made a mistake." I slid one last item across the table, a photo of our daughter. The faint marks of the collar still visible around her neck. Her tears stopped instantly. Shame replaced panic. I leaned forward, voice low, steady. "You let him put a collar on my daughter. You let him treat her like an animal. That is who you are." Her mouth opened, but no words came. only silence. That silence was my victory, and her life sentence. I didn't pack much, just my daughter's things. Her laughter filled the car as I drove away. It was weak, cautious, but it was real. I left the house and her behind. No backward glance, no regret. The war I fought overseas was brutal, but the war inside my own home was colder. Infidelity doesn't just take love, it steals trust, dignity, family. I buried my wife that night, not in earth, in truth. The kind of truth that rots quietly, with no escape. And as I closed the door on her world forever, a final thought cut clean through me. She betrayed me. But worse, she betrayed my daughter. For that, I will never forgive, and I never will return. I didn't lose a wife. I buried a stranger who wore her face.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and comment. Subscribe now to Cheating Stories Insight World for more amazing stories.